What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. Today I'm gonna be showing you how I can make a window in C++ with Win32. There are a lot of libraries that do it a lot easier than I'm about to show you, but the Win32 API tends to make it a lot faster. There are a lot better things like Qt and WX widgets, but I don't really use them since the regular Win32 API is the fastest. So I'm just gonna help you guys out here and not go way too in depth about it. And I'll show you what you need for this tutorial. You're gonna need VS 2019 because if you use an IDE like CLion, you're not gonna be able to do everything because CLion runs on GCC. It doesn't really. It can use Visual Studio tools, but then that's the problem. So here, modify. So you need to have this one. Desktop Development C++. Build modern C++ app for Windows using tools of your choice including MSVC, Microsoft C Compiler, CLang, CMake, and MSBuild. There's pretty much everything you may ever want in here. So we can just close that. And this, we got it already. We already have it. So close it. And now launch. And we're gonna do that. Just close that. Oh wait, I forgot. Visual Studio is already open right here. There's one instance right here. So Windows Desktop Wizard. Apply this filter, and the first one is what you should be using. So what's next? And now we're gonna name this window creation. Window creation. Creating your project. And there's this. That's the reason why we used that one instead of the Windows Desktop, which actually makes one window for you, but that puts a lot of useless clutter. So there's a static library, a DLL, dynamic link library, desktop application is what we need, console is when you're using the console subsystem. Precompiled header is not applicable if you use this because there isn't any headers in empty projects. That's the point. So press OK, and the project should be creating. Thank you, but bye. I'm just gonna change the theme for some reason and change back to light. So tools, options. I'm just gonna change it to dark theme. There we go. So now that we've done that, we can make source files. If you're used to seeing something here, you can kiss that habit goodbye because you won't in an empty project. That's the point. So add, new item. And instead of source, let's name it winmain.cpp. And this actually works for C. So if I was to make it in C, it still works, but I'm gonna use C++, but the same code works. So winmain.cpp, except if you're gonna add classes and stuff, that won't work in C because it's not object oriented. It's only procedural. C++ is a hybrid of it. So add, and I'll move this thing over here, honestly. There. Finally, we aligned it properly. I'll make it slightly smaller, but not by much. Yes, yes. What is this for? Okay. Now, we can make a winmain.hpp file here too. And that's the one we'll be making. Oh no. I named it the wrong thing. I clicked enter too fast. winmain.hpp because this is a C++ header. And we don't need a pragma once. All we need is a include iostream, and for some reason I put 2 D's. All my settings were reverted for some reason. Include. Now include win. There. Alright. Now here we're gonna make the window procedure. I'm sorry, I'm gonna go back here. Stuff for the header. Window procedure. Declaration. We declare it here. In C++, you don't need a function body. You can actually insert a semicolon when you actually declare a function. Apparently, you can do that. In other languages, you can't. So, you don't just do void like that. That's not how you do it. Or int, no. Do it this way. L result. Window procedure. I just did that. Oh, and put this here. And then here, WND. Uint. W parameter. L parameter. And we just have to declare the definition of this thing. But first we have to make the winmain function, which is why it's called winmain. Wmain or winmain works. So that's there, that's the window procedure, but let's declare some global variables first. Wait. I accidentally pressed caps lock. why did it do that? I don't know, but we're gonna have to make a constant. We can also use t-chars, but I rather like using constants. Const char, then a star. SCONE class name equals L. I don't know why. I don't know what the L means, but you have to put an L there because this is that. I don't know why it's making errors. Oh yes, because I did something. It's WCHAR T. There you go. Now what we need here is window class. That's all you need. Const WCHAR T SCOND title name actually equals L equals, what do you want it to be? How about window? And this is like the thing that comes up in the window. If I was to open File Explorer, you can see this PC thing right there. If you see that, that's basically what we're putting in the top of the window. That's what this is. So now that we got some variables and that stuff, we can actually go ahead and actually make the actual main file. Stuff needed for program include IOStream, include, wait, what was it? Oh yes, CSTD library, include I made a mistake. Here too. I fixed both errors. So now I'm there. Main function plus warning suppressor. And the reason we have it is because there's an error that's hard to fix. And there's a reason, I don't know why, but it's there. So pragma warning disable 28251. That's the error code of the error. So int win API win main h instance, and we actually forgot a few variables. hwnd h instance oh, we got the h this inst previous instance lpsc arg cmd arg int mcmd show. And now here We do that. And in here, the first thing we do is window class ex, ex. And now here, window class properties, wcex.cb size equals size of window class. Weird. Sorry. And then wcex dot style equals cs hredraw cs vredraw, horizontal and vertical redraws, wcex.lpfn. Oh, and I forgot one more header. winmain.hpp, the one that we made right here. The window procedure. And that's the window procedure we made this thing. cbcls extra equals 0. wcex.cb nd extra equals 0. wcex.hinstance equals hdistance, right here, that one. wcex.hicon equals load icon. wcex.hinstance. This one, you can actually just do a string, but we're gonna name it IDI application hcursor equals load cursor. wcex.hinstance IDC arrow. The IDC means, I don't know what the ID is supposed to mean, but C means cursor, I here means app, icon, and wait, oh, so that's why it wasn't entered there. cex.hbr background. I hope you all know what this is. Equals hbrush color window. Color window +1. There you go. wcex.lpsc menu name equals null pointer, or we can just do null. wcex.lpsc class name sc window class name wcex.hIconSM equals load icon wcex.hinstance IDI application, and that's it. So after we've done the window class, the next thing to do is register this class. Registering class plus error handler in case there is an error. If you can't register class, and wcex, that's because we need the address of it. The and point makes it a pointer referring to the address of where wcex is in memory. So here I'm gonna put a message box null because we haven't created a window yet. Here we can put L, which is L register class exw failed. If I was doing this in GCC, and I'll make a GCC edition of this video later, and you can use pretty much any other IDE except Visual Studio. Even Visual Studio can, but it takes a lot of tinkering, but I'll do this later. Will be A if I use GCC. Unless I specifically said I wanted W. L fatality, because it means the program can't start and get around to actually making what we need. MB icon error, the error icon, and after that return 1 so that the program actually, so that the debugger actually closes. So here we're going to make the window. HWND equals create window EX. EX meaning we're going to put WS EX overlapped window. SC window class name, SC window name, WS overlapped window now. Here CW use default, and we're gonna copy this And here's 600 by 400. Null h instance. Wait, what? Huh. Oh, and I forgot one more thing. NST null again. Now that we're done with that, we have to show the window. The window is done, but we have to show this window. Show window, simple, HWND, NCMD show. This is what you need for this. And this is a less common function, but we can use it. Update window HWND. Now that we're done with that, we can do one more thing. We have to do one more thing, which is very simple. MSG. While it's not the same uint MSG, which gives you U flags instead of this. Get message. Okay, leave it. And MSG, again, the address of MSG in memory. Null, because that's the HWND parent, we don't have it yet. 0, 0, max and minimum for whatever. And then here we translate the message and MSG dispatch message and MSG, and that's literally one more line of code, which is return msg.wparam. To W parameter, and now the function body of a result callback. I think we all know what this is, but I'm gonna put a comment. I forgot to comment it. Storing local H instance in global H instance. Creating the window, showing the window, getting messages, end of main function. Now the window procedure. LP. And now that's done, we have to switch MSG to get window messages. Switching the uint MSG for getting window messages. Case wm create. There's nothing here to worry about. I don't know why it does that. Break case wm command, because there's nothing here yet. Case wm destroy. This is where we actually put some code. Post quit message 0 break defaults and if you wanted to handle events, you'd put a switch statement and then switch wparam inside wm command, and then here return def find window procedure hwnd msg wp lp break, and that's it. Let's see if this works. Control S to save the header because I forgot to, and now Control B, which will build the program. There is one warning, but that's okay. It succeeded. And there you go. A window with nothing in it. I mean, it's a useless little window, but there you have it. A window. You should be proud of yourself. I'm not kidding. Because this is a lot harder than you think. So if you made this work, you're a rock star. Good job. So I guess that's it, guys, for this tutorial. And one more thing to do is, this is kind of not worth it. I mean, you can do this if you like C++, but I think you should use another thing like WX widgets. Like, you could use like different tools for these, or you could even try an entire new thing like the .NET frameworks that Microsoft gives. They do also make good programs. And if speed is a problem for you, C# is faster than you need it to be. And also VB, you should move on to C#. C# is harder than VB arguably, but VB is old and nasty. It hasn't been updated since 2013 as far as I know. And C# is more similar to other languages. And if you know any C or C++ or Java, you will actually like C# a lot. It's a mix of all of those languages. The raw power of C++ mixed in, I mean not all of it, but some power mixed in with the readability and productivity of a language like Java, and just makes it even more readable. It doesn't make it any more powerful than C++, like a lot of things are gone, but a lot of power is still there. Everything still works, and pointers are still there in unsafe modes. In Java, you just chop it all out in favor of a more usable language, I guess. But here we go. We had a window in C++, and if you got to this, it has worked perfectly, as you can see. If you got to this place, you're basically one of the best ever, because this is not easy. And if you watch till the end, that is a sign of enjoyment. I like this. I like helping you guys out. I know how much programming means to me, and I hope it means a lot to you too. So, bye guys. I'm out. This is Awesome Teen Tech, and I am out. Bye. And like, share, and subscribe. Like the video. Share this video with your friends. And then subscribe to the channel to get new videos every single weekend. And I've got a pretty good streak going, so thank you for all the support. 23 views on my last video. I'm super happy about that. Thank you so much. And bye. On a happy note.